Once you're happy with your title block, we can turn that into a title block style. That means that we can reuse it either in this file or in other files in the future. So to do that, we're simply going to come over here and select the title block. And then in the Object Info Palette or OIP over here, we're going to look for the Style field, click the drop-down menu, and then we're going to select New Plugin Style from Unstyled Plugin. So that's just telling you where it's saving it. Go ahead and click OK. And then from here, this retains all of the settings that we've already been working with. The only thing that we need to do is come up here to the top left-hand corner and give this a unique name. So I'm going to call this SK Title Block. I know I'm going to show you how to create a second title block quickly based off of another one. I'm going to call this one with border. Go ahead and click OK. And then notice over in OIP over here that that particular name shows up under that drop-down menu. This title block style, it lives in the resource manager for this file. So if I do a Control R, so that my resource manager will pop up for me, and then come and click on that file over here. We're looking for title block styles, so I'll double click on that. And then notice that originally in this file, I was using the simple title block. This is going to be a replacement for my template, so I'm just going to quickly delete that because I know I'm not going to use that in the future. But here you can also see where this SK title block with border that I just made, that's where it lives in this file. If there's something that I need to change about this title block style, you would think that I could come over here to the Object Info Palette, and under the Style section, there is an option for Edit Style. But when I click on that, and that opens up the title block border style, it won't actually allow me to come in here and click and drag and resize things under the layout. And so I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of that. The way that you would get back into title block layout, because notice that it's been grayed out here under OIP, is you just come over here in the drawing area and you double click on that title block. And then when this Edit Title Block Border dialog box opens up, you're going to select Title Block Layout, click OK, and then this is giving you a warning. This title block borders layout is by style. The style layout will be edited by this operation. And so that's okay. That just means that any instance in which you've used this title block border style in this file will be updated as well. So go ahead and click OK. This edit mode should look familiar, so we can come in and make any changes that we need, and then when we're done, just go ahead and exit the title block layout. Another option that we can do is, let's say that I want to include my title block here, but I don't actually want to have a border on it. Well, I can go ahead and quickly create a second title block style pretty quickly. So I'm just going to go ahead and select this title block border, and then once again over here in OIP under the Style field, I'm just going to click on that drop-down menu and then convert to unstyled. Then I can come over here into the title block border settings, and here under sheet border, I will come down here under border and select hide border. Go ahead and click OK. And then I can come back over here in OIP and under the Style field, click that drop-down menu and then select New Plugin Style from Unstyled Plugin. Same steps as before, only this time I'm going to label it SK Title Block, no border. Click OK. And so now I have the option between having a border as part of that style or not having a border. Now for my template, I would actually like to include that border on it as a default. I just have the option to turn that off if I want to. So now I need to replace this style, so I'm simply going to select that title block border, come back over in OIP, and under the Style field, I'm going to click the drop-down menu, and then I'm going to click Replace. Then I'm going to click this drop-down menu, and here under 1.2 Custom Title Blocks, I'm simply going to come and find that title block style. In this case, it's the SK Title Block with border. Double click that, then click OK, and now it's showing that style. And I can verify that over here in OIP, that that's the SK Title Block with border. The last thing that you'll want to do is update your template. So remember, we started this by working inside of our template by replacing the existing title block from last term with this new custom title block. And so the final step simply is to come over here to the File menu and then go Save as Template. And then we need to find that template. Just go ahead and overwrite it by selecting that file and clicking Save. And yes, I do want to replace it. And so now anytime that I go into that template, let's come back here. I'm going to be working with this title block, and I can always come over here in the OIP and under the title block manager, and I only want this to affect the active file. So now I can come here under project data and type out the client name. In this case, I'm just going to type out client demo. For project date, I'll go ahead and put today's date in. So if I zoom in here, you can see that that client name has been updated to say class demo and that the project date is showing today's date.